All right, it looks like safety checks have been completed for our bout. Green versus white. It's a test. Keep talking. Sandy tells me to keep talking. I keep talking until Sandy adjusts the sound. Yeah. Can everybody in the crowd hear me? Me a thumbs up in the crowd? Yeah, I see you. Everyone looks lovely. Thank you so much for joining us at the 3rd annual AZDD Roller Rage Invitational. Lots of familiar faces. Thank you so much if you've already been here at some other iteration of this tournament. And welcome back.
And you say welcome.
Welcome to Roller Rage. How? Yeah. Welcome to Roller Rage.
I'm Connor.
I'm Connor.
Announcer.
I'm your announcer
With Al.
with Al. Boys and girls.
All right, we are underway.
Yeah. What?
First jammer up on the track for the Jawbreakers is number 90.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's time to get the roller derby Moon Tiara action.
First on the jammer line for the Jawbreakers is number 90, Manny Petty. On the jammer line for Madness 4062, Reverend Paynard.
Green jammer is out. And your lead jammer.
Second jammer coming around, Manny Petty, hot on the tail of the green jammer. Pack play is nice and close as they come through turn 4. Calls the jam off. Seeing a lot of back-to-back arrival for lots of jammer races so far in this year's Roller Rage. So if you are new to Bank Track Roller Derby, both jammers can be scoring at the same time if they are on the same scoring pass. Call that a jammer race. Like a boss on the jammer line for the Jawbreakers. And number 807, Hell's Bell for the Madness.
Breakers have a lead jam.
Like a boss coming in to score. Green jammer just got out. A little jammer on jammer action from Like a Boss. You see the white jammer and green jammer one behind the other, but remember, Like a Boss is 1 lap ahead of the green jammer, though both jammers are actively scoring. Nice close pack play from green and white in the second straightaway. Like a Boss coming in for her second full scoring pass and calls the jam. Number 22 on the jammer line. It's a trap for the Jawbreakers and for Madness. Something very shiny. So shiny. They are lead. Number 5. It's motion sickness. It's been sick the whole time.
Jammer race.
Both out on the same scoring pass. Trap coming around, sick. Trap says, I don't want that smoke.
That was a fun jammer race. Far, there's no penalties. It's a clean game. Wait, did I jinx it?
Oh, it looks like no, maybe they wiped it. It could have been an old penalty. I saw a penalty up on the board, but none were called. Let's see. Again, Surf 540 for the Jawbreakers, recycled back into the pack. 4062. Reverend Painter, this is like his second jam already. Coming around to score.
It's a very close game and exciting.
Astro working on that point in the back. Reverend Painter coming around. Little pinball action through the pack. Let's see what the regulators say is the score.
Jamming in for Jawbreakers is Brad. Number 13.
And we have 807 for Madness. Hell's Bell, believe that's her second time jamming as well. Both jammers working on their initial pass. Green doing a great job. You see a tripod up there in the front, a cube. All four green jammers working against Rat. Rat pushing to the front of the engagement zone and is out lead jam. Hell's Bell still somewhere up in the infield there, just regained in play and working against a white defensive structure in the front. We want to see Rat's team play a little bit of offense to make sure that they're getting out.
Nice big hit in the back of the pack.
Is this Rat's third roller rage? Does anybody know? I feel like Rat has been here. She's been here on other teams, but all 3 years. Welcome back, Rat.
Hey, yes, Rat has skated for Clowntown. I know that. The first roller rage we had, a very great jammer, very, very sweet person as well.
Now we're getting a little bit of penalties being called, reported into the close bench that we can hear. Currently score 14 Jawbreakers, 5 for Madness. Trap on the jammer line, 2-2 for the Jawbreakers. Looks to be a power jam for White.
Power jam!
Never mind, double jammer down.
Double jammer down. My bad.
So Sick back on the jammer line for Madness and Trap on the jammer line for the Jawbreakers. Double jammer down means that both teams will field a jammer and both teams will sit a blocker to represent those penalties being served. OTO has been called. Want to figure something out. Jam did start and then jam did stop. Actually, let's take this time to read through the rosters because the game kind of started on us. We have for the Jawbreakers, number 0, Like a Boss. Number 1, Killer Light. Number 10, Chico Suave. Number 13, Rat. 17, The Star. 22, It's a Trap. 67, Randy Reckless. 72, Hell's Kitten. 81, Kiko Jones. 90, Manny Petty. 92, Ricky Ricochet. 113, Short Stack. 540, Surfblades. 669, Beetlejuice. 816, Kansas Sydney. And 0999, Twisted Sybil.
Don't forget to check out our vendor village. Thank you to our sponsor.
All right, looks like 1 penalty for White, 2 penalties for Green. Now that we have everything situated, they're going to bring the skaters back up onto the track. And it looks like things have changed. It does look like a power jam, a straight power jam for White. Trap up there on the jammer line by themselves. Jam is underway.
Power jam!
Defense a little bit broken apart there. Trap able to take advantage of that porosity in the defensive structure. Coming around on the first straightaway, they're out lead. White needs to be working against that green defense, making sure that they're broken apart. Make sure Trap gets as many points as possible. Comes through on a nice clean pass through the pack.
Smooth like butter.
All right, coming around for another scoring pass. Pass to turn 1 and 2. Looking for some offense from their team. Successful pass
Slice and
on the
dice.
rail.
Baby.
9 seconds left in the jam. Let's see if there are any more points to be had. Again, green is looking to stop the jammer. White is looking to help the jammer and get points. Another full pass right as the jam clock expires. Very successful jam, power jam for white.
Beautiful power jam, Jawbreakers.
Looks like one penalty on the board, and now official 669 in the box for white. That'll mean green will have a one-player advantage in this upcoming jam. On the jammer line for the Jawbreakers, number 90, Manny Petty. 4062 for Madness, Reverend Painter. Out lead jam for green. Manny Petty, neutralized to the infield temporarily, is back up, now actively working against the green wall in the front. Coming around to score is Reverend Painter. Little shimmy on the shoulders through the pack. Nice and clean coming around for additional points. Manny Petty 9-0 currently stashed with the star. Has been handed the star and is actively skating still. Star has been passed. Star has been passed. Out of play in the front. Number 4590.
Great defense by Madness. Let's hear it for roller derby action. Let's go, Booze.
Like a Boss just called down from the jammer line, as white will have been assessed a jammer penalty. Motion sickness on the jammer line with the shiny, shiny number for Madness. So be an excellent jam.
Power jam.
It's an excellent opportunity for Madness to get a little bit more points on the board and shore up that little bit of a deficit that they're currently at. White working hard to make sure and keep recycling motion sickness back into the pack. A nice rail spin. Neutralized against the rail temporarily, working against Ricochet there in the back. Motion 6 is taking advantage of the wall not really being together yet. Unfortunately takes a fall high in turn 2, working to recycle there. That's a toilet bowl of the track, y'all. It's very difficult to recover from there once you've taken a knee. Finally out lead. 22 seconds left. Let's see what they can do. Motion sickness coming around. 2 more to beat to get that full scoring pass. Takes a shoulder hit there on the low, successfully stays on their feet, and finishes a scoring pass there. No points scored there by the Jawbreakers. 5 points for Madness. Like a Boss getting another chance there on the jammer line for the Jawbreakers. Hell's Bell for Madness. Finds an avenue open on the rail, coming around lead jam, Like a Boss. Hell's Bell still in the pack, working against a recycling group of white blockers there. Working on the rail versus Kiko. Successfully driven to the rail, neutralized. Like a Boss takes a little coping jump here in turn 3, coming around on her second scoring pass. Green jammer still in the pack. Star is off, but white is doing a great job keeping the pivot and jammer separated. Still working to get out of the pack is Hell's Bell, Like a Boss working against the 3 wall of green defenders in the back. Green's got to skate forward there. They were out of play back. They recognize it though. We're able to bring the pack back together. Let's see what the score is.
Our silent auction has started. Check it out at Vendor Village. Winner will be announced tonight, friends.
If you didn't hear that, we have a silent auction going on, and Connor would like you to check it out in Vendor Village. We got Reverend Painter on the line for Madness 540 for the Jawbreakers. Surf Blades. Nice work by both jammers so far. Reverend Painter has the advantage coming around lead jam. White actively working to give Surf a through the pack. Successfully takes the high lane. White needs to line up wall up though. Painter's coming in. Oh, able to control his speed. Takes the low, calls the jam.
We got red number 13 for Jawbreakers, for jamming for Jawbreakers.
We have number 5, Motion Sickness, on the track for Madness. Sitting at 37 Jawbreakers, 23 Madness. Able to keep it relatively close. Madness will have a good opportunity to play some back walls for us when they switch benches in the second half. Rat still in the pack. 6 still in the pack. Being nicely recycled back in by a pair of Jawbreaker blockers in the front. Is let go and coming around lead jam. Rat still working against a recycling green defensive structure in the first straightaway. Takes a unfortunate tumble. Oh, nope, still on their feet. Still on her feet there. Second straightaway, high on the rail. Lots of active offense and recycling defenses so far.
Out of the pack now.
Motion Sickness coming around, lead jam, actively scoring. Removed from the field of play right there in the apex between 1 and 2. Looking over to make sure she knows where Rat is. Successful. Nice job.
Nice job, Madness. This is an excited bout. Let's hear it some for roller derby. Get Yames.
Hellsbell on the jammer line for Madness. Who is that? Oh, it's a trap for the Jawbreakers. Working against a 2-wall. Bust through the middle seam there is coming around lead jam. Some spills and thrills there between turns 3 and 4. Trap still working. I believe a lap point was just called by the white jam ref coming around with 17 seconds left in this jam. Hellsbell has a stash. I'm not sure. I can't tell whether they're actually going to pass it or not. Doesn't look like it's actively being passed to the pivot. Action kind of came to a stall there in the jam.
They were being sneaky. Widest 2 down blockers. Jawbreakers are lead jammer.
That, I believe, is the first jam for Bedbugs Bunny. And coming around, not lead. Manny Petty working there. Actively scoring is Bedbugs Bunny.
Lead jammer change.
Yep, we just had a lead change there. Bedbugs Bunny currently lead. lead can be stolen. Lead can be stolen here. So if we have people that are used to seeing the USARS and WFDA rule sets where lead is established and never changes, that's not true here in RDCL rule set, which is the rule set this tournament is being played under. Bedbugs Bunny goes ahead and takes advantage of an open coping in turn 2, coming around on additional scoring passes. That's a jam.
A jam for Bud. Bugs. What a jam for Bugs.
First half game clock has expired. We'll see whether or not there are any more jams. If there was time on the clock, maybe. Looks like one number up on the whiteboard for each. Let's see what they call.
Time. Time, baby.
We've made it to halftime of today's third bout of the morning. You're going to see the teams switch benches close to far. There's crazy stuff happening.
Madness is roster number 8. Taco Delmare. Number 9, Miss Della Justed. 24. Tenacious E. Carl of 36. Carl of Chuck 2. Chuck Chulu. Hoo hoo. Number 26. Trixie Titanium. 100% that Stitch.
314.
Bip. Witch Slap. Number 777. Colonel Skirts. 807. 807. Hell's Bell. 983. Yves Sojka. And 4064. Reverend Painerd. Joysticks.
Thank you, Connor, for introducing Madness. We have Like a Boss coming around lead jam, and 807 Hell's Bell coming around not lead, but getting very close. Like a Boss calls the jam just before Hell's Bells can score any points. Reverend Painted on the jammer line for Madness. It's a trap for the Jawbreakers. Both teams sitting at least one penalty, so a smaller pack. Looks like a 6-pack for both teams. 3 white blockers up. Kiko just got called back to the far bench. Looks like white is sitting one more penalty than green. Nice, clean, and open coping for Reverend Painter coming around lead jam. It's a trap working on the high side coming around. This is a green and white jammer race, so we have going on. Both jammers actively scoring. We'll see if Reverend Painter, not sure whether or not the jam was called. I didn't see the jammer signal. We'll see. Just as quickly as it started, it was over. We've got 9-0 Manny Petty on the score on the jammer line for the Jawbreakers, and Bedbugs Bunny for Madness. They did go ahead and assess that penalty to Reverend Painter.
Power jam.
Novocaine
Nice
just
whip.
handed me a Danish. I'm so happy
Nice
right now.
whip.
Manny Petty coming around lead jam and only jammer for white. She is calling for her pack to slow down. She can feel the green points slipping from her grasp. White doing an excellent job actually stretching that pack out to the front, getting a full scoring pass for Manny Petty. We see green actively trying to escape to the front, and white should be slowing the pack to make sure Manny Petty can take as much advantage of this power jam as possible.
The pack is moving very fast.
A fast and powerful jam skated by Manny Petty for the Jawbreakers.
Bedbugs Bunny for taking out the line for the Madness.
And that is Like a Boss on the jammer line for the Jawbreakers.
Like a Boss is a CEO.
It's right there on the back of her jersey.
That's right, Bill.
When the word boo just like creeps into the announcer, that's how you know show enough's up here.
Hey, Booze.
All right, the jam is underway. Like a Boss tries the rail, unsuccessful, tries the coping, and finds a gap coming around lead jam. Bugs still in the pack, takes the coping, it neutralized to the infield, recovers, is recycled all the way to the back of the pack, and starts over again. Like a Boss, an open rail, goes ahead and takes that for a scoring pass and continues with 35 seconds left on the clock. Bugs finds a friendly shoulder there on the coping in turn one, coming around on their first scoring pass. White is looking to actively break up that green pack. Like a Boss takes the rail, works against that last blocker in the front, calls the jam. A public service announcement for all of our friends visiting from the lands of flat track roller derby. If you're already in transition, stay in transition and you exit the track. No ski jumping. No ski jumping off the bank track. It's a trap for the Jawbreakers 22, and it looks like motion sickness out there for Madness. Both jammers still in the pack as it works its way round through turn two.
Motion sickness is your lead jammer.
Yes, they are coming around fast and furious out of turn one. Looks like Trap still stuck right here between turn 3 and 4. Takes a friendly shoulder on the rail, is out on their scoring pass. White Wall does see Sick come around. Neutralized to the rail by Kiko Jones. A nice rail spin. Ends up in the infield, working against Rat up there on the rail. Calls a jam.
Full jam motion sickness.
Looks like it's going to be a tiny pack up there for Madness. 2 penalties just called and assessed. We're going to see those skaters actively report to the box. So again, if you're new to Bank Track Roller Derby, we are sitting penalties in between jams for safety concerns, and because our jams are only 1 minute long, you are not going to see people exit the field of play and report to the penalty box during the 60 seconds. You'll see that in between. Serve coming around super fast, using a little sticky skate pump to get some speed. White is neutralizing all of the green players. Surf takes a friendly inside in turn 1, coming around for additional points.
That was a clean pass.
Green should be looking at the jammer and making a wall back there.
Defense, Queen.
Surf did have to temporarily slow down as it was blocked by 24. Nice and successful high-scoring jam for the Jawbreakers.
It's going to be power jam for Green.
Yes, Reverend Painter is on the jammer line for Madness.
The much needed points.
This is an excellent opportunity for Green to close up that gap. Reverend Painter working against recycling white players in the front. Waits for... Looks like Demi actually was trying to take him to the infield. It's coming around in between turn 3 and 4 in the first straightaway. A group of friendlies back there holding back a goad. Keeping the pack in the back, easily able to pass on the coping in the second straightaway for another full scoring pass. 20 seconds left in the jam. He's looking for at least one more scoring pass here. Pack is split. Regulators are calling for the pack to reform and come back together there right out of turn 4. A shoulder hit there, but not able to take Reverend Painted off into the infield. Coming around, 5 seconds left. The clock will expire before he has an opportunity for any more points. And that's the jam.
Beautiful power jam, Madness.
It's a trap back on the jammer line for Jawbreakers. 3-1-4. Bip, I think, is takes an unfortunately tumble right there in the second straightaway, but there was no impact, no penalty there. A nice recovery.
The track monster got them.
A really nice recycle by Green, able to keep Trap from getting out on a full and easy scoring pass. Think that they did score some points, nothing for Bip. 3 points there for It's a Trap for the Jawbreakers. Score currently 89 Jawbreakers to Madness's 53. Looks like one penalty apiece being assessed, so you shall see 6 blockers there. Both teams fielding a jammer. Manny Petty on the jammer line for Jawbreakers. Looks like motion sickness out there for Madness. Sydney successful at neutralizing Madness to the rail. Sid coming around, takes the high side, able to outrun that last Jawbreaker blocker. Green is frantically trying to recycle to the front. Bugs is telling them, let's go, friends.
Nice recycling. It's good to recycle.
The recycle was successful, but they didn't make that strong defensive structure in the front. So Manny Petty able to get through on a relatively easy scoring pass there.
Don't forget to roll up. Yeah, it's like a boss CEO jamming for Jawbreakers.
Yep, and out there for Madness is Hell's Bell. Like a boss weaving her way through the pack between turn 1 and 2. Hell's Bell recycled all the way to the back, trying to take the coping. Neutralized by Ricochet into the second straightaway into the infield, into the concrete. Like a boss coming around. Sizing up. Green's. I didn't even see how Like a Boss just got through the front of the pack. Did anybody see? I didn't see it. So
they were so quick like a boss. That's why they're CEO.
Like a Boss coming around, actively scoring. Hell's Bell still in the pack. Penny was passed to Astro Thought, but there was not enough time.
We have number 13 Rat for Jawbreakers, jamming for Jawbreakers. Yeah. Wait, timeout. Timeout, Green Boost, Boo Wall. Check them. Check out Vendor Village.
Yes, our snack bar is open. The skater lounge is open, so that's a specific space provided on a concierge basis to all of our visiting and home skaters here at AZDD. It is in between those first 2 sets of bleachers by the interior restroom. So if you need to get a snack, you need to fill up your water bottle, please go ahead and feel free to visit us there in the skater lounge.
We have Rat from 13 Jawbreakers, jamming. We have Ledge, jamming for Madness. Rat is the lead jammer.
Yep, Bugs actively working against recycling white defense in the second straightaway. Squeezes through like a bar of soap right there in turn 3, coming around second lead.
Way to work that inside, Buds.
Rat's coming around lead. Bugs not lead, but still, again, remember, actively scoring.
The pack is moving very fast.
Bugs is taking advantage of Rat not calling the jam. They might actually, that score might actually wash. Let's see, 4-2. So we're gonna have a net gain of 2 there for Jawbreakers.
Don't forget about jammer awareness.
Yeah, when we say jammer awareness, we're talking about pack players knowing where their own jammer and the opposing jammer is. And we're also talking about each jammer knowing where the other jammers are too.
That's right, Al.
Reverend Painter coming around lead jam for Madness in the first straightaway, looking to score some points as he reaches the pack as he comes back around. White actively recycling to the front and successful at temporarily stopping Painter from getting that full scoring pass. A little bit of a pile up and a spill there in the second straightaway. Everybody looks okay and actively recovering. Painter should be looking for some active offense being played by his team, able to make it through the white blockers that have recycled to the front. Pack super fast in this game so far, super fast.
What the power jam?
Let's see how many points are reported back in. 10 points for Madness, 10 points. So that's going to bring their total up to 65 to the Jawbreakers 107. We got 1 minute and 19 seconds remaining in this game. And then next up on the schedule, let me get my other piece of paper here. Bout number 4, it looks like it's going to be the Trans Agenda versus Lockford. So our 12 to 12:45 p.m. scheduled bout, almost immediately after this one, after the break, is going to be Trans Agenda versus Lockford.
Let's hear for some roller derby.
Let's get back to the roller derby action. We got Ricky Ricochet, number 9-2 on the jammer line for the Jawbreakers. 807 Hell's Bell for Madness. Both working against actively recycling defenses. Ricochet coming out lead jam. They were up there at least one other time, but I believe Madness got a power jam and had to come back down to the player box, but coming around lead jam now at full head of steam. Hell's Bell still trapped behind the white defensive structure.
Jawbreaker has a beautiful wall. Way to play defense.
Yep, Ricky Ricochet coming around after a full scoring pass. Doing a great job skating the track in a nice pattern. Conserve that energy. Let the shape of the bank track really help you maintain speed and control. A little bit of a pile up there in turn 3. Everybody, great recovery time. Getting back to play with 4 seconds left in the jam. Sick was successful at getting that star pass, but was not able to get around in time to score any points. 10 points for the Jawbreakers, bringing them up to 117. To Madness' 65. Regular game clock has expired, so depending on the penalty situation, this may or may not be the final jam in regulation. Yes, it will. We're down to 0.
Power jam.
White sitting for 1 penalty, and that penalty is a jammer penalty on Ricky Ricochet. That is going to award Madness with a power jam right here at the very end of your third bout of Roller Rage number 3. Bedbugs Bunny on the jammer line and coming around. Try to shrink up that lead as much as possible with the time that they have left. Stretches that pack all the way out to the front and is able to escape that last Jawbreaker blocker. pack is working in between turns 3 and 4 as Bugs comes around for their first scoring pass. A green offensive push up to the rail. Gets just enough white blockers out of the way for Bugs to come around on a nice clean scoring pass.
Way to go, Bugs. Way to slice and dice, Bugs. Yay, roller derby. Jawbreakers are your winners. Good job, Madness.
And everybody, the next bout will start on time at 12 o'clock. Trans Addenda versus Lockford.